you, that's how you guys do it. It's time. I cannot do the whistle like Mariah. I can't go up there. I can't, but it's time. It's time for a video. This is an interesting outfit. I don't know if I like it or not. Like, it's cute, but then it's like a lot going on. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Hey, 我真的好想你。现在窗外面又开始下着雨。
I like her tone.
眼睛干干的，又像。
Ooh. That is like that's a closed mouth everything. But I felt so much space when she did that. Honey, that was good.
哭的心情，不知道你现在到底在哪里。Hey,
Hey.
我真的好想你。
Yeah.
太多的情绪，没适当的表情。
It feels like it's just really easy to sing along with her. Like I want to.
最想说的话，我该从何说起
I like that flip.
你是否也像我一样在想你？如果没有你，没有我。
I like how she did that. It wasn't too much. It wasn't overreaching, but it was a jump for us. I like that.
我不会有伤心，但只有如果还是要。
I'm trying to determine if I felt like it was slightly strained when she did this shoot, but it's like a shoot. It didn't, I don't know. I think I'm gonna say no. I don't feel like it was strained, but it's an easy place where you can be strained.
要爱你，如果没有你。
That felt like, oh man, it had a little extra umph to it. I feel like she could have held back just a bit. Instead of she put it on the beginning of the W instead of like the middle to the end of the W. I'm being real technical right now.
我在哪里，又有什么可惜？
可惜，
反正一切来不及，
不及，
反正没有了自己。
自己。I'm gonna need to learn to sing with my mouth closed and my teeth closed. I'm telling you, that's how you guys do it. I forgot what I was even gonna sing.
Hey, 我真的好想你，
好想你，
不知道你现在到底在哪里。
Okay.
Hey,
Hey. Did you hear the recapitulated note while she was holding that? Hey.
我真的好想你，
好想
现在
你，
窗外面又开始下着雨，
下着雨，
眼睛干干的，有想哭的心情。
shan could it. So she's going shan on an N, and then she's ending that word on a consonant, and then she's coming back in on a consonant, which is tricky. But I always say that you want to lean into your vowels more than the consonants because they will have you stopping. That stop that she did in between consonants felt more delayed than I feel like it would have if she had played into the vowels more. Shanku, shanku, shanku. Giving that N and the K as little time as possible to close this space.
不知道你现在 到底在哪里？
That was a nice way of adding in like the talk singing, but also keeping the flow of the tone and the vibe and everything going.
Hey, 我真的好想你，太多的情绪没适当的表情。
The little like mini runs that she's doing in there, I love them. That's part of what makes me want to sing along.
最想说的话，我应该从何说起？你是否也像我一样在想你？
That's really so much limited space. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think she did it well. My instinct is wanting her to hold on to the vowels a little bit more, again, to just blur that consonant. But then I don't know, from your perspective, is that the perfect amount of space there, or could she do a little bit more? Or am I just reading too much into it? Let me know.
如果没有你，没有过去，我不会有伤心。但是有如果，还是要爱你。
Okay, I liked it. But the transition wasn't smooth. She's like going up into the mix and then doing a run and landing back into the chest. Control, control, control. And when you're singing live like that, you've got to pull back more in order to do that. Now, I would like to go on record and say that's hard. And when you are full of adrenaline, and if the adrenaline is flowing, then having smooth transitions like that in the middle of a run, I'm telling you, it's not the easiest thing. So you will find flaws. So I'm not trying to say, oh my goodness, you didn't do that right. That's not where I'm coming from. I'm literally just pointing it out so that you guys can be aware. And then when you see me perform, you're going to be like, Nikki, you didn't quite hit that transition well. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that it's a challenge. It is a challenge.
Hey, 如果没有你，我在哪里？我在哪里？
I like that.
有什么可惜？反正一切来不及，反正没有了自己。
Love it.
Hey, 我真的好想你，不知道你现在到底在哪里
？She should have held that. Really milked that. She cut it way too short. She's like dangling in the middle of the air. She should have really missed opportunity.
你是否也像我一样？
Dramatic pause. Okay, so I'm just gonna pause here. She caught me off guard going into Whitney is my girl. Whitney is my girl. So she stopped everything and she went into that. First, I want to tell you guys the reason I really think that she did the dramatic pause there. Again, we're talking about being on stage. She's dangling in the middle of the air and she's got all the adrenaline rushing and all those things. Now she has to, and she just did a whole song. So now she has to reposition and kind of like catch her breath in a way to come and do this iconic last part, right? And based on what I'm hearing, it does seem like you can hear the fatigue. You can either hear the fatigue or you can hear the adrenaline. It's one of the two. But her needing to lock into her core more in order to execute this, when she's doing that, holding the note, waver, and she's giving waver multiple times too. But again, that's difficult to do after you've just done an entire song, and maybe she's tired, maybe she's just excited. It could be either of them. And then the difficult part of this song is going, you're going into your mix and you're in a run and coming back out into the chest. If you don't do that smoothly, Whitney's rolling over in her grave. She's like, honey, try that again. That is literally like, these are parts that you can't mess up on. So I do hear that fatigue there. And then she tried to cheat and go into her head voice. Not that there's anything wrong with going to the head voice, but that's typically what people do at the end of this song because they're tired or they know that if they go in their chest, they're going to crack. So then they'll go into their head voice, which changes the feel, the dynamics of it, all of those things. So again, this is just my 2 cents. I could be totally wrong, but what do you guys think?
I will always love you. I will always.
But her shake is so soft though that, I mean, it could be vibrato. Maybe she intentionally meant to, it could, technical difficulties. It could be vibrato, or it could be, all the other things that I mentioned. I'm just honestly not sure. That was pretty. That was on. Yes, all of that was on. It was controlled. Yes, Whitney would be proud. Oh, she's coming back down.
谢谢你们。
I love that she touched so many people. Like there are several people just bawling their eyes out in the crowd. And what that screams to me is that when you're with music, it's a universal language. If you feel it, then the audience will feel it. So you can have some person from America sitting and analyzing every little thing that you do, but that does not change the fact that people felt what she felt or what she was trying to convey. It doesn't change the emotions that those people were feeling in the room. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.